Hey, it's Sunday, and it's been a while. Hope everyone has been doing well during our momentary pause to try and deal with the world in general. See, even Willow says hi. Welcome to our Sunday stream. We are going to be doing a doubleheader today. So we have Aerobiz going on up until about 4:30 or so. Might not be an exact half hour, hour and a half stream on that. And then we'll switch over to Breath of the Wild, which we would have done yesterday, except life kind of got in the way, and I had to quickly abandon streaming plans, unfortunately. But a couple of announcements before we get started. The Sunday stream will be moving back. It was from 7 to 9. It's going to move back to its regular 3 to 5 time for the time being, and that has already been updated in the Google Calendar, and now Twitch has its own version of a weekly schedule. If you go to twitch.tv/pantslesswookie, you'll see that things have been updated a little bit. It has a thing where I can actually put a weekly schedule in there, and if something gets moved or changed, I can change that, and it kind of dynamically will update and say the next stream is in 7 hours or whatever. So that's a thing that's happening. The other thing, and I think the more important thing, is that I have asked and have been accepted to become a partner in streaming with the charity department at Resurgence, which is an anime convention in Columbus, Ohio. Not happening this year for obvious reasons. However, their charity department is still going strong. They raise money for the James Cancer Hospital in Columbus, part of the Ohio State University Medical Campus. And so our weekly streams here on Pantsless Wookie will be part of that, and we will be getting donations set up so that you can donate to the James and help raise money, even though their big event, which is part of the Matsuricon convention, will not be happening this year. Very excited to be doing that because it is a worthy cause of many worthy causes that everyone is asking for. Speaking of worthy causes, at least I hope is worthy, I have set up a Ko-fi, which is kind of a miniature donation platform. It's going to help with getting upgrades for streaming hardware, which, granted, I don't need a ton. At this point, it's more just quality of life stuff that I need for hardware, as far as hardware is concerned, like maybe a boom arm for the mic and a stream deck so that I can just push a button and make things go, and it's not on the big clicky keyboard so that you hear every time I try and switch a scene. But also it's for software as well. Right now, a lot of my excess funds are going into a savings account for other purposes. So any money I get from the Ko-fi will be towards the stream specifically. So any money that's donated goes right back into the stream. And as always, you can, if you are a member of Amazon Prime, that means you also have a Twitch Prime subscription. And you get one free subscription that you can give to whichever your favorite streamer is. If you've not given that, and you want to give that to me, I would be super happy about it. And I also have the donation through Streamlabs, the tip jar is what I call it. And all that information is on my Twitch page at twitch.tv/pantslesswookie. Those are all the announcements for today, so we should get into Aerobiz. And here we go. With copyright information, because these are all real planes. Authenticity. Alright, we continue. So when we last left, Winter Airlines is here. Let's take a look and see that's what we have to do, and here's where we're at. Have a hub in every region, #1 in passengers for the year in Southeast Asia, and in 4 regions total. So that can be it's got to be Southeast Asia and 3 others. And then also have a profit for the year. We're doing pretty good on having a profit for the year. Obviously, passenger count, we could do a little bit better. We need to expand. So that is where we left off. And we can kind of see where everyone else is. We're not that far behind Air Nile, who is our big competitor in Southeast Asia. And we can get on top of some of these other ones. Like South America, totally untapped market. I think that's where we need to go to get our first consistent #1. So with that being said, let us get started. And I think the goal here was we were going to take our hub in LA and connect it to our hub, which will happen soon in Mexico City. But it has not happened yet. Also trying to expand our reach in Oceania. And once we get some folks available to negotiate things, we can start expanding in the Middle East. And Europe as well. So I think right now we just kind of need to bide our time, at least for this first turn of the game. See where we stand. Say that 3 times fast. Well, our profit's doing pretty good. We have the highest profit of the 4. Still #2, maybe #3 in passengers overall. Yeah, #3. Behind Tea Time and Air Nile. Look at the overall rankings. Slipping a bit in North America. We got to get some of that back. Boeing and Tupolev. But regional hub, yay! Only 8 slots in Mexico City. Well, okay. But 5 in Santiago. And now the US wants some money. Around Washington, D.C. This guy looks weird. They want $228 million bucks of our $607 million. They want like half of our money. That's a no from me, dog. Okay. Let's connect some hubs. Well, we can't because we need slots in LA. Ugh. So let's go take care of that. Because I don't think we can go from Tokyo to Mexico City. I think we don't have a plane that can fly that far. Yeah, of course the US wants money. Hang on just a second here. This is gonna go quiet for just a second because I'm gonna switch that there. I'm rearranging my screen so I can see the chat. That's not the screen I wanted to pick up. So that way I can actually see when people talk to me. Alright, there we go. Much better. Alright. I wonder if we can go from Sydney to Mexico. Could that be a thing? Oh, it's 8,000 miles. Don't have any aircraft capable of flying such a great distance. Curse you, geography! Which means probably Tokyo. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Pretty sure that's not going to work either. It's a little bit less, 7,060 miles, but we still don't have enough. And we're still negotiating. No, we're not negotiating here. We need to negotiate here. We need to open a hub. So I guess we'll do that. And then we'll get some... No, not what I wanted. Negotiate. And I think Baghdad is not connected to anything, so that's where we're going to try and go. Oh, 12 months? That's a lot of months. Okay. Let's get into North America and see if we can't clean that up a little bit and try and boost ourselves up a little bit more. Like, that's only going at like 42% capacity. I mean, we're making money on it, but could probably go for the smaller plane and be fine there. Hello! And she just turns back around like, human, I am in the middle of doing something very important. Alright. I don't have anyone that can do an ad campaign. Urgh! I'm just kind of stuck. Everyone else is telling the US no. And really, from what I've read, the only time you would say yes to something like that is when, like, if you want to improve the relations between the countries, which can help costs go down in the long term. But at this time, Japan and the US have pretty good relations. There's really no benefit to it. At least that's what I understand. Number 2 in profits. No, number 1 in profits again. My bad. We just gotta get some more people in our planes, which is why I want to do an ad campaign so bad. Now we can do some stuff. Oh, Korea. They just won 111 million. And relations between Japan and Korea could probably use a boost. I'll do that. That was a smarter way to do that than the other way. All right, let's open some routes. That's a relatively inexpensive one. I'll just do average. You can always fix, you can always fine-tune that one later. So LA to Mexico. Oh, we already have one from LA to Mexico City. What am I doing? We need Mexico City to our two here. Oh, we have no planes. We have no planes that can go that far. We're gonna need some new planes. Alright. Give me your finest planes. Okay. You just have the one plane. Let's try Boeing. I need some of these. They're expensive. Super expensive. But it's got the range. The range is what I need. Let's do it. Just hope our profits kind of help out. Kind of looking at the competition here. Okay. We got a lot of these boys. Do I really need 5 in reserve? Actually, I think I do. So, not gonna sell any. But, ad campaign. That's gonna be it until we get those planes in. Woohoo! I made #1 in profits again. Just gotta get those passengers in. We can do it. We're really close. We're really close in Oceania, too. Oh. Yeah, duh. Probably need to negotiate for airport slots. That would help. Let's negotiate for some slots in Washington. And now now that we have our planes, let's go to Buenos Aires. Oh, too much money. Boo. What about New Delhi to London? Can we do that? Oh, just not quite enough money. Just a little bit, a little shy. Oh, that's frustrating. Like, I might sell a plane to make that work. I will sell one plane to make this work. I guess this is the only one we can do. We undercut them. We steal their we steal their people. Alright, that's all I can do. Air now trying to get ahead in the Middle East. Alright, we're doing better on passenger count. I don't think we're quite to number 2 yet, but we're doing better. Let's see. Yeah, we still got a little bit to go, but I feel like we're closing the gap. So I actually lost passengers in North America, though. That is weird. I'm gonna fix that. We have an unprofitable flight. That's not good. It's the one I just opened. Like, how bad is this one doing? Oh, God! Like, one person flew that. Well, no, hang on. Let me do the math here. Only about 1,000 people took that flight in a whole 3 months. Good Lord. That's getting closed. That was a failed experiment. Like, that was super bad. And here I was thinking, like, I saw the competition, I'm like, I see what they're doing. I'm like, oh, we can do that, and we can do it for a little bit cheaper. And, like, no one picked up on it. That is... That was a disaster. Alright, I think we need to build up our cash reserve, so I'm not going to do a whole lot this turn. South America, booming tourism. Hey, we're already there and we're the only ones there, so good for us. $18, $111, $116. Still barely number one in profits for the quarter. Airlines bumped up. Tea Time bumped down a little bit in passenger count, and we got some of their passengers. After we closed the route from London to New Delhi. Go figure. Right? Well, they've not had any crashes this game. Like the last game, Air Nile was like crashing left and right. But we can open some new routes this quarter. Let's actually try and open some new routes here in Southeast Asia. Like we need to fly into Bangkok. Because we got to get our passenger count up. We open up a route here from Sydney to Nandi. Right. Send your boy on that. Hello. LA to Washington. Let's do it. Getting our boom in tourism in South America. More airport slots in London. I think we're going to bump up to number 2 this quarter. Nope. We did not. Still getting the most sales and most profit. But our passenger count still 40,000 behind Tea Time and Air Nile. I think we're closing in on number 1 in Oceania, though. Okay. So say let's focus on Oceania for a little bit here. Go to Papeete. Oh, it's Tahiti. Yeah, we want to fly to Tahiti. I didn't know Papeete was a city in Tahiti. I learned something new today. We need to clean up North America, I think. Actually, you know what? Can I take back what I just did? Like, I don't want you to do that. Boo. I'll have to wait till I get someone. But we need to fly to Vancouver. Because I think that's Vancouver and Houston. We get the major cities there, and that would be fine. I'm gonna bump up our offerings, though, here. I feel like we can do that. Well, maybe not. Can bump up the fares at least. Make some more money. Seoul and Moscow. Ugh. Highest profits. Tea time really took off, man. We are not quite as distant behind as Ocean is, because they're like not even in this race anymore. But we are consistently number 3. Although Oceania, we're almost there. Just that close. Okay. Oh, not quite yet. What are we up against here? Oh, God. Ooh. They're using a B747 400. We don't have that. We have a 737 300. And we don't have any of those. We have no planes that can... Well, we got that plane that can do it. That is not the best plane for this job, but 217. Well, we'll undercut him a little bit. I don't know how this is gonna go. Yeah, the 747 400. That's a big plane. Why are they using such a huge plane? I guess maybe for the seating capacity. South America no longer experiencing a boom in tourism, I see. Still number 3 in passengers. And now number 2 in profit. Air Nile has overtaken us on that aspect as well. Oh, this is so frustrating. We're like... And we're right there in Oceania. We are 200 passengers. Excuse me. I'm getting all choked up. 200 passengers off the top in Oceania. Oh. The Berlin Wall wall comes crashing down. That's big. Why is that so much money? Not the only plane I've got. I hate doing this. That's just... Let's go to Atlanta. Let's negotiate in Chicago. Which means I think we're going to need some more slots in LA. And maybe not. Hold off on that. Alright. Yeah, that's it for this turn. Number 2 in profit this time, Tea Time, the profit winner this quarter, and the passenger winner this quarter. And they have 3 number 1s. They need 1 more number 1, and they will possibly be in the victory condition, and then they just have to run a profit for the year. So we cannot let them get number 1 in South America. We are now number 1 in Oceania. Finally. Middle East is not doing well. We'll take a look at the MD-11. See if that's going to be of any use to us. Okay. So let's start flying into Numia. Sounds like a skincare product. Open our route from LA to Vancouver. So, you know, that way in case you want to visit Mark Hildreth, you got a direct flight there from LA. You have to get some more planes. In fact, probably actually get a better plane for that first. Let's take a look at that MD-11 that just went on the market. Ooh. It's pricey. Not quite what I'm looking for this purpose. Looking for some mid-range, like 3,000-4,000 miles. Couple hundred seats, you know, something exactly like the B767. In fact, exactly like the B767. No, that's the one I did want. What are you saying? That's the 757. I want the 760. 67. Yeah. Thank you. Oh. Well, if Mark's in LA. This way Mark Hildreth can go back to his homeland. We'll put it that way. Number 2 in profits for us. Tea Time won that. Tea Time won passengers. Tea Time is number 1 in 3 regions. This is scary. I think Tea Time is going to win it. Right. I hear you, Serena. Need to bump up our presence in South America so Tea Time doesn't come in and steal that region away. Huh. London to Rome, not doing well. How bad? Pretty bad. Need to switch out the plane on that one. Oh, I see what happened. They did a price war. You know, we can only match them. All right. Brisbane. I don't think we fly into Brisbane yet. Might need to work on that. All right. Number 2 in profits. Number 3 in passengers, but we went up a little bit, so that's not bad. We've added like 12 cities to our network, too. We have the most expansive travel network of any of them. Okay. Next year, the Olympics will be held in Barcelona. So we got to get on that. Nigeria is apparently asking for money. We don't even have a dog in the race in Africa, so we're not going to give them anything. Not if you're going to take all my cash. I'm sorry. That is literally almost all of my cash, and right now it is needed. Really, Brisbane? We're gonna do a puddle jump. Okay. Oh, Chicago not doing good. Seems to be the trouble there. Well, let's cut back the number of flights. See if that helps. Let's get into Barcelona quick. Oh God, 9 months. We may miss the boat on that. Still losing money on that one, but I don't know. I really don't know. An earthquake has occurred in Atlanta. Well, Good thing we're not flying into Atlanta. Though I never remember there being an earthquake in Atlanta in 1991. Just saying. Alright. By the slimmest of margins, Tea Time wins out on profit. Literally $120,000 in profit separates Tea Time and winner. And we're catching up to Tea Time on passenger count, too. Just can't let them get Oceania or South America. They've got to stay number one on both of those. Socialism in the Soviet Union has collapsed. Okay. No. No. That's what I want to do. Oh, are you kidding me? Why does it cost so much to open up that route? Hell do I do now? Well, I think it's time we finally called a meeting. I've not called a meeting recently, actually. So yeah, it's actually past time for us to do a board meeting. Oh, here I am trying to use my Windows mouse to click on something in the Super Nintendo screen. No, this game does not have mouse support. I wish it did. It would make things a lot easier, but here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to have to take copious notes here, I'm sure. Rising oil prices are having severe impact on our expenses. We have 3 non-profitable routes. Yeah, sure. Let's discuss opening new routes. What should we do? London and Athens. New Delhi and Bombay? Same country? Don't know about that one. Tokyo and Mexico City. If we have the plane that can make that. Tokyo and Cairo. So London. Or, that's probably a better idea. Just to use a different aircraft. Where the fare might be too low. But I think that's one where we're competing, so that one may not be able to raise that one. That was New Delhi. to whatever that Russian country was, or Russian city was. The MD-80. Tokyo and Sydney. Y'all, I don't have this many B747-400s. Y'all realize this, right? Tokyo and Beijing. To a larger kind of plane. Very nondescript. Tokyo and Singapore. Lower the number of planes. Or smaller plane. Tokyo and Bangkok. Larger plane. We have a lot of stuff to do when we pick this back up. Holy crap. Tokyo and Manila. Raise the fare. Fares are too damn low. There went my controller. I know I don't own any TU-204s. What are you talking about? I need another page. Whew. Sure, this is riveting for everyone, me sitting here taking notes, as my advisors are all going, make more money! Because we still have to, we have to get through all the routes in North America and South America. And then we have to make all these adjustments. That's going to happen next time. Yeah, I never did lower the fares back down after the boom in tourism was done. Okay. That's done! Holy crap. That was a lot of changes. Yes. Y'all did not say anything about any B747-300s in your changes. You said B747-400s. But, whatever. Okay, and that ended right on time because it is now time for me to go get something to drink and then come back and play Breath of the Wild. So that is what I am going to do, because holy crap. Yeah, you're not kidding, Serena. See, this is why in my head Catcher Winter is like, I hate corporations and I hate having to run a company, because he's got to put up with this kind of shit. So anyway, quick break. We'll come back for Breath of the Wild after this break. So until a couple of minutes from now, this is Dusty saying thanks for joining us. We'll start a new stream with Breath of the Wild. And until then, go get something to drink. Hydrate or dihydrate. See you in a bit.